Hello friends, welcome back to another live business training. I hope you guys are having a fantastic work week and of course that you're staying happy and healthy. I'm excited to chat with you today about who you are and what you do. We're going to put the two of them together, shake it up in a snow globe, and that is what we are chit-chatting about today. I would encourage you to get a pen and paper or have your phone nearby and pull up your notes app. That way you can take notes and really get a lot of value from this training. And also, as you're coming on, let me know in the comments if you are watching live or if you're watching the replay later. Just put hashtag live or hashtag replay because I would love to connect with you and know if you watch live streams more or the replays more. So just a little insight that I would like to know. All right, so let's go on ahead and get started. Unfortunately, this was actually quite funny. Before I did this training, I went downstairs to Jamie's office and I went to look for the whiteboard that I usually use for these trainings. And I realized that two of the marker boards that I use for coaching in these trainings are at my house. So I'm going to use paper instead, all right? So hi, Cindy. Hi, Kim. Good morning, ladies. This is going to be so valuable for the both of you. Thank you for being here. And so I'm going to pretend this is a whiteboard, and I'm going to show it to you guys like this. So we are improvising since the whiteboard is at my apartment. All right, so you can tell by the title, we are talking about who you are and what you do today. Who you are and what you do. Something very profound that we all need to remember as creative entrepreneurs and as business owners is that confused minds do not buy. And this is something I'm really learning right now. Confused minds do not buy. And most of the time, the reason if we are doing a good job at marketing, okay, the reason people might not be putting their money down for your products or services is because they don't know what they're going to get from you. They don't know what products you offer, what services you have. They don't understand the exchange of value that if they give you their hard-earned money, what you're going to give back to them in value. And that's why it's so important for us on the back end of things behind the scenes as the business owner, as the person in charge, as the real estate agent, as the chiropractor, as the video marketer, that we are very clear to ourselves on who we are and what we do. That way that translates into how we market to the people we want to work with or who we want to buy from us. It's so important that first and foremost, we understand what we're all about and what results we can get people and why our products are so freaking amazing. But then, because when we understand it, it translates into our marketing content with the ads that you run, the pages you create, your website layout, the captions you write on social media, what you say on live streams and videos, all comes across more organically and authentically because you know what you're all about. You have a very clear understanding for yourself. Now, here's our next little slide. If I were a stranger, and I just met you. So I just met you, Kim. I just met you, Cindy. Could I leave our conversation with the information I need to go and tell somebody else about you? So here's a perfect example. Let's say we're at an office in New York City. Let's choose New York, for example, LA, wherever in the world. Let's say we're in an office lobby, we're in a hotel lobby, and then we're getting in the elevator. And we are complete strangers. We do not know each other whatsoever. But we don't want the elevator ride to be awkward, so we introduce ourselves like, hey, I'm Kim. Hey, I'm Cindy. Hey, I'm Madyson. And so if we were complete strangers and we just met, and we had 30 seconds to a minute on this elevator ride up to the top floor together, could I leave that conversation? Could I leave that elevator ride knowing the information on who you are and what you do to where I could clearly explain it to somebody else that I meet on the next elevator ride. Like, hey, Bob, guess what? I just met Kim and Cindy, and here's what she's all about. Here's what her company does. It's pretty amazing. Have you heard of her before? That's what we want to aim for here. You've probably heard the term elevator pitching before. Elevator pitching is, can you explain your business, who your business serves, why you love it, what products you sell, what services you offer to somebody in an elevator, like very clear, quick, and concise. Because I think far too many of us creative entrepreneurs and business owners, first of all, we have the problem of we think we can help everybody in the world, which seems like, a great deed. Like, of course, let's serve as many people as possible. But as I am learning right now in some of the courses that I'm going through, you've got to niche down. Like, you've got to be speaking to a certain type of people that you really want to serve. But going back to this, the elevator pitching is, can you clearly communicate that to someone that you just met, very clear and concise? That way they understand it. Because again, you know what you're all about. You know who you are, what you do. You know the products that you have in your storefront. You know the type of services that you offer. But other people don't. Or sometimes you have too many products or too many services to the reason why people are not buying from you or working with you is because you have too much going on, and so those confused minds are not buying. Cindy says, yes, have to know the customer's pain point and how you can relieve that pain. Exactly. Absolutely. Like, you rock and roll as you're the expert. You are the leader in this field. Like, your products can help so-and-so with this, this, and this. Or your services will help with this, this, and this. Really understanding the exchange and value that you'll give to somebody. Cindy says, what? We can't help everybody. Unfortunately not. Of course, you can expand and stuff as you grow, but especially when you're just starting out, there is a lot of power in serving a very small niche type of audience. Now, I want to go a little deeper, if y'all don't mind, all about who you are and what you do. Because a lot of times you're probably thinking right now, oh, this sounds great, Madyson. I want to know more about who I am and what I do. But if I was getting on an elevator with Dame and John today from Shark Tank, I would not know how to explain, what my business is all about or what products or services I offer. And so this is where your I help statements come in. Especially when it comes to social media and your marketing, okay? Like, for example, your Instagram bio, your Facebook description, business cards, your website. It is very important that you're able to say, this is who I am, and this is what I do, and this is who I serve, or this is who I am for, who my products or services are for. And so, for example, a lot of people start by using one of these. Of course, you can create, I think this is a whole nother live stream. There's a difference between a tagline and like a mission statement, and this is pretty much your tagline. This is who you are and what you do. So let's just start here. A lot of times, including me, we start with something like, I help blank. I help blank. But some other examples are, I coach blank, I train, I sell, I heal, I study, I invest, I create. And so this is a really great place to start with your I help statement, your who I am and what I do tagline. You start by choosing something like this. I help real estate agents. I heal sick people. I invest into companies. I create amazing products. You start with choosing something like this, okay? For example, I recently changed mine up because I was going through this course and I was like, dang, I should probably change mine up temporarily. So I started mine by saying, I help young adults. So mine starts up here. I help young adults. But I have used this one before. I coach ambitious women. Then you could say, or let's say you're a personal trainer. I train people overweight. I sell homemade bread. I heal people with lower back pain. I study natural medicine and teach other people to do the same. I invest into small businesses, or I create homemade crafts. Okay, so you start with something like that. And then after you've chosen one of these, you go into exactly what you do. So again, it's I train overweight men who want to improve their healthy lifestyle, something like that. But it also goes into, I talked about this on our last live training, so go back and watch that if you haven't. It's also on YouTube. It also has to match with your brand avatar, and your brand avatar is who you help, who you coach, who you train, sell, heal, study, invest, or create for. Kim, you probably remember this training. You were on it. So brand avatar starts to go down into things like, what's the gender of the people your products are for or your services are for? What age range are there? What Cindy said of what's their pain point? What are their problems? Like, what are your products going to help them with? Is it just to increase their happiness, increase their fun? Is it to increase their learning ability? Is it to increase their way of living? Like, what is it? But then also, like, things like, what's their lifestyle? What's their day-to-day life like? What job do they have? Your brand avatar needs to become your BFF. So for example, on mine, I help young adults. Young adults is my brand avatar. Young adults, I'm specifically working with the females. Then young adults is a certain age range, under 35. What are their problems? You have to start getting in your head. So let's say if you work with young adults, what are problems young adults are facing, and how do your products or services help them? Or if you're working with people with lower back pain, then what are the problems? Like lower back pain, does that affect how they walk? Does that affect their health and fitness habits? Like, what, get in the mind of that person that you want to help. Actually, one of my mastermind coaches, her name is Amber, and she actually said something profound about 2 weeks ago. She was saying, she was applying this to coaches because it's a coaching mastermind. She said, people don't walk around all day saying, dang, I really need to hire a life coach today. People aren't thinking that, or people aren't thinking, man, I should really hire a personal trainer today. I should really hire a real estate agent today. Most average people's minds are not thinking like that. Most people are thinking, how can I get fit and healthy? Or look, there's Jamie.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking with Cindy and talking with Kim right now. They're on live. So most people aren't walking around thinking, I need to hire a chiropractor. They're thinking, gosh, I have lower back pain. How can I solve that? Or, man, I really want some arm muscles. I wonder how I can achieve that. Or, man.
You want me to break out my guns?
Or, man, I have a negative mindset. I need to improve that. People are walking around thinking about their problems. They're thinking about how they can increase their quality of life. And so in the content that you offer, in your I help statements, in your marketing and advertising, you need to be thinking that way too, of the problems that you solve, because it makes it easier to talk with the people that you want to help. Is everyone with me right now?
That's pretty good stuff.
Isn't that really good?
Yeah. It's true.
I think it's so powerful, because I even texted Mom the other day, like, I changed up my tagline a little bit. That way.
What did you change it to?
I changed it to, I help young adults accomplish goals, break bad habits, and improve their mindset so that they can create a successful life they love. And that was something I was encouraged.
Hold on, do it again. Okay. Say it one more time.
I help. So just like on here, you start by choosing one of these. So I help, brand avatar, young adults accomplish goals, break bad habits, and improve their mindset so that they can create a successful life they love.
Oh, man. So that is the benefit.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
the result. That's what I was encouraged to do, because the one I had last time, let me pull it up. I had said, I coach ambitious women who want to accomplish their goals, break bad habits, level up their mindset, and create a successful life they love. And so I just transitioned it a little bit to get more niche down of, I help young adults goals, habits, mindset. So that's what they'll get from working with me, like what I offer. But you should work with me and work on these things so that you can create a successful life you love. So I added that result in there.
That's really good.
So I would encourage you guys to do that as well. And I know it seems a little complicated and such, but make sure that if you can, like, add the result in there of I help people with lower back pain so that they can feel better and be there for their family. I help people sell their homes so that they can live in a house of their dreams that makes them happy. Something like that. Like, really get creative. Of course, you know your community and who you want to help better than I do. But I sincerely hope that this training kind of starts to get your wheels turning in your head, because this is foundational stuff for your business that's going to help you with the branding side of things. That's something else I've really been learning. A total another training is like the difference between your business and your brand. And I think I talked about this on the last business training as well, of the brand is how people are perceiving the business. So when you're talking about your tagline, when you're explaining to someone who you are and what you do, that's all branding. It's how an ideal customer or client is perceiving your business and what you're all about. So I really hope that this was helpful. Everyone is saying excellent in the comments. Everyone is saying hello to Jamie as well. So thank you, ladies, for being here today. And of course, any of you who are watching the replay later on as well, I hope you got so much value from this as well. You can always leave your questions down in the comments, and I would be happy to answer them for you. I hope this was helpful and it helps you continue to create a life and business that you absolutely love. Bye, friends. I'll chat with you next time.